Retirement Challenges in the 21st Century. My name is David Brown, and I am honored to have been asked by the Florida Atlantic University's Lifelong Learning Society to moderate a 4-lecture series on the challenges facing today's retirees. We have 4 experts in the field with both an educational and practical background who will be discussing the challenges from a tax, legislative, legal, and social work perspective on the challenges that today's retirees will face. The series will be taught by one professional in each lecture, and I will be moderating along with my partner, as well as one of the lectures will be taught by us, Preserving Assets, the upcoming and unprecedented crisis in long-term care, the effects of delivering, paying for long-term care today, as well as modern technology and the effects of longevity. Please join us in March and April for this informative and exciting lecture series. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Joseph Bensmihen, and I've been privileged to teach at Florida Atlantic University for the last 4 years, every spring semester. I teach the master's level course on the practical training of social workers in the field. I have a lot of fun doing that course, so I was very pleased and very excited when Florida Atlantic University's Lifelong Learning Society asked me to do an additional course on the changes that we face today within the healthcare spectrum, both in the United States, in Canada, and Israel. The need is the same in all 3 countries. The need is that how do I get the best care and still be able to pay for it? It's an age-old question, I guess, but when the economy is poor, the question becomes a reality. Our goal between myself and my colleagues is that in a 4-week session, you'll be able to have these answers. Once again, we look forward to seeing you on March 22nd.
Hi, my name is Tracey Kinker-Gebert, and I'm a CPA and have been practicing for over 27 years. I'm very excited to join my esteemed professionals in presenting a short, brief course on the transferring of wealth, $10 trillion of wealth, down to our next generations. My course will be broken down into 3 different sections. The first session, we're going to discuss the history of taxation and where we were 25, 30 years ago and where we come up to today. My next session is going to talk about the planning tools that we as CPAs and other professionals can use to ensure that this $10 trillion gets passed down to our beneficiaries and family members in the manner that we like to believe we planned for. And my third session is briefly going to discuss the impact on social programs, our charitable organizations, our Medicare and Medicaid programs, and how we can avoid being impoverished and we can not outlive our assets and enjoy our lives as we were meant to be. My course on April 5th, I am very much looking forward to, and I hope you'll join me in discussing the taxation and transferring of $10 trillion of wealth.
Good day. Looking back and pushing forward. That is the topic of my lecture series here at FAU. My name is Ellen Morris, and I am an attorney practicing here in the Boca Raton area. I've been practicing for over 20 years. I'm currently the legislative chair of the Florida Bar's Elder Law section. During my series, we will examine the governor's budget as it stands today. We will examine the legislation that the budget threatens to defeat and the legislation that has been proposed. We will look at this legislation and discuss how it affects Florida's seniors. I hope that you will gain great insight into the legislative process and what we as the Elder Law section are doing in order to preserve our seniors' rights here in Florida. We have lobbying efforts all across the state. I will explain to you what legislation has been passed that will enhance your rights, what legislation is threatening to decrease your rights, and we will discuss what, if anything, you can do to help the lobbying process on a grassroots level. Please join me on April 12th at our lecture series.